Hello and welcome to another Thursday episode where I read Rose Guns Days. And you're in luck because I almost forgot it was Thursday until about 15 minutes before starting time. It's a miracle I'm here. Hello, Kat. How are you doing? Were you aware that it is in fact Thursday and not Friday? I wasn't. I thought it was the weekend. It is not. On the plus side, that doesn't mean I get to read more Rose Guns Days today, so, it could be worse. You probably know my schedule better than I do, honestly, but I've had a long week. Every day felt like two, so I think I'm entitled to getting some things mixed up, you know? We've all been there, right? Probably. And hey, I'm here. You felt extra sleepy this week? Same. It's been a tiring week, but not as bad as last week when I had to skip because I was just falling asleep. Like, just in general. Not keep my eyes open. It's not very, conducive to reading. But yeah. No, we're here now. Ready. This is, yeah. Waking up at 7 a.m. I don't envy you. I wake up at like 8 every week, 8:30 if I can help it. And it's rough. My natural rhythm is more like I wake up at 10 and I go to sleep at 2 a.m., but alas. I gotta work and stuff, so, I can't just, live my best life. I can't just, have the outside world adapt to my sleeping rhythm, sadly. Oh well. Anyway, we're gonna read more Rose Guns Days today, so we gotta start off with a content warning, because this is a game that deals with some serious subjects. So, content warning 4, gun violence and violence, racism, sexual content including references to assault, misogyny, alcohol abuse, characters dealing with trauma and depression, and other mental issues. I'm going into this blind, so I don't know what's going to come up. I do give more detailed warnings on the YouTube VODs, so if you want to know more, want to know exactly what you're getting into, check out my YouTube channel. The warnings are going to be in the descriptions. If there is no warning, that means that there is no warning necessary, assuming I haven't missed anything in my ignorance. If so, please let me know so I can adjust it. And also keep track of such things in the future. But it should overall be fine. Like, I'm fairly certain I've caught basically everything up to now. Okay. Do I remember what happened last time? Yes, I do, actually. Because when I did remember that it was Thursday, which was, yesterday, all of today I did not think it was Thursday. That's not true. I went to a meeting this morning that I know happens only on Thursdays. My brain works in mysterious ways. I do remember what happened last time, though. Guns were purchased. Plans were made. Allies were gathered. Wayne jumped out of a bush to reveal that, he is in fact alive. Did that happen last time or the time before that? Anyway, he's alive. Training was done. They even found out, roughly, where Caleb is going to be hiding. Because of, the allies that the Primavera crew has made. they're ready to take him on, is basically the gist of it. This is it. The big one. The big fight. And then they've even made plans to just sneak into the gap left behind once they deal with Caleb, so that nobody else tries to step in and make things miserable for everyone. What can go wrong? I don't know. We'll find out. That was the time before? Yeah, I thought so. Because I suddenly remembered saying that exact same thing before. So yeah, before we do that, I need to take a real quick sec to grab something. So give me like a minute. All right. There we go. Gotta make sure to, skip the text with space and not my mouse, because my mouse is broken. It now clicks twice. Unless the times it doesn't click. And unless I click on a very specific part of the button, then it clicks once, as it should. The things I have done accidentally that you really don't want to do on your computer accidentally the past. I don't know how it's been broken for a little bit, but it's getting increasingly worse. I really don't know. It's only like, I want to say... Well, okay, it's probably 4 years old at this point, and it's like daily use, It's probably the Blender, the Live 2D animation, the stuff like that. More so than any gaming. But, yeah. It just fucking broke, so now I can't easily click just a single time anymore, so, spacebar it is so I don't skip anything. Well, I wouldn't recommend putting your mouse through a blender, because this is what happens. Learn from my mistakes. It's a bad time for all. Yeah, and make sure to breathe in the fumes, I was gonna say, but don't do that, obviously. And if you do that, don't tell anyone I said that. Don't blame me, please. It was just a goof. Not a very good one either. We're all plastic inside? I think I did read somewhere that people have increasingly large amounts of microplastics in them, so yeah. What's a little more plastic once you're already, partially plastic, I guess. That's probably fine. Anyway, dystopia aside, it's time for another dystopia. Yeah, it's healthy diet right there. Alright. On that day, all the important people were gathered in a guest house hideout. By Wayne's recollection, there were 7 people from Primavera, including Leo and Rose. Also, 3 people from the occupying forces with Butler, and 5 people from the Golden Dragon Society with Meiju. First, the person most responsible for carrying out this plan, Leo, pointed to a map with Belton Plaza Hotel and Primavera and began to explain. He went into detail describing the assault on Primavera, which would entail a precise strategy centered around taking Amanda hostage. Little thing I missed out from the summary. Amanda, somehow, cottoned on to the fact that the crew were planning this, and actually made it easier for them to take her hostage. So, All signs are currently pointing to Amanda being on the crew's side. Whether that actually ends up being the case remains to be seen, but I'd bet on it, yeah. I buy into it, but I'm also very naive. So, we'll see. If we can't capture Amanda, nothing else matters. Got it. Right before we strike, we make contact with one of our people on the inside. They'll grab Amanda. Gotta love it when Meryl appears super early to torture me.
It sure is lucky that Amanda's spending her nights at the club.
Even God's on her side. Or is this more like divine punishment?
Will they truly be safe? The girls in the club. If they cannot restrain Amanda, our plan will crumble right from the start. It's the most worrying part of this strategy.
Don't worry. The girls have plenty of fighting spirit right now.
Plus, they're even more pissed at Amanda than we are, right? They'll be able to handle it.
God damn it, Wayne. For some reason, those club girls do seem to find strength when they band together. Yeah, because they're not all lone wolves like you.
It's alright. I'm sure it will work.
Do you have any basis for that certainty?
I'm sure Amanda-san's smart enough not to offer pointless resistance. It won't take her long to understand. She'll notice the winds are changing again.
Agreed. Lone mad dogs, yes. That woman's an adult, on top of being smart. Feel the same way too. She's not the kind of person who'd waste her last moments. It should be more than possible to secure her without the club bodyguards noticing. At the same time Amanda was taken hostage, Cyrus's group would leave from the hotel across the street and attack Primavera. Since Amanda would be their hostage, it was hard to imagine much resistance from her bodyguards, but there were probably a few punk-level guys among them. There was at least some danger of someone reflexively firing off a shot and starting a gunfight. We've just gotta ad-lib our way through that. Anyway, a lightning war is what we're looking for here. We'll stage a hold-up while they're getting themselves drunk like they always do.
That'd be the most beautiful result. To suddenly take back the club without having to raise a gun.
Meryl. At least say all our sentences in one go so we can get it over with. Switching like to and from Meryl is it kills me.
Perfect kind of elegance for ladies of the evening. I'll leave it to us, Cyrus. I don't want to see our beloved club covered in bullet holes.
Her whole deal is torturing me. It's okay though. I must be strong. For Meryl. That is the first stage of the plan. The next part is when the battle begins.
We could have Amanda-san contact him herself. Or we could let one of her bodyguards escape. Have that person pass on the message. It shouldn't take long for Caleb-san to find out that Amanda-san has been taken hostage.
With Caleb on the ropes, he can't afford to make a weak move. Surely, He will summon a great army to take Amanasan back.
That group will be rounded up by the police, but we want to reel in as many of them as possible.
Got it. If you want to catch a big one with our bait, my group will have to make a show of fighting back. I do hope that the lizard eats a person. At least one, you know? But like at least a little nibble. That would be nice. Like, it's been there since the beginning. Chekhov's lizard at this point. The police will come, but they won't be standing in wait nearby. Don't let your guard down. I'm really sorry about that. I can't guarantee that we've got no bad cops who are in touch with Caleb. The plan was to gather up the Caleb family around Primavera, then have the police arrest them. However, the lower-level policemen had been told nothing of this. After all, we couldn't deny the possibility that one of the officers was an informant for Caleb. Because of that, it would be made to look like the police had been dispatched from the station upon receiving a call from Primavera. So it wasn't like having a magic button that could drop all the enemies surrounding Primavera into pits. We've heard that strategy before. We'll set up a barricade in the club and prepare for a siege battle. Fortunately, Primavera was built to be surprisingly secure. No buttons for magic pits, though. Before things get started, we'll have the club girls get to work on sealing these entrances.
Once we have control inside the club, we'll gather up all the girls and have them help set up the barricade.
We're up against troops back from the front lines. We'll probably be cautious. That's why setting up a barricade will work.
Keep your wits about.
Excuse me.
Keep your wits about you, everyone. Hey, this is an easy job for us.
And you, make sure you keep your wits about you, Rose.
It was also possible that reinforcements would slip through the police's net and return to protect Caleb.
We're counting on the captain again there.
Our captain's got all kinds of chances to act the hero. Hey, I've got American blood through my veins, don't I? The police and military police will cut off the main streets heading towards the hotel. That way, Caleb will be cut off from any assistance. That would be the most ideal result. Once the police start moving, we will contact Rose.
And that's when we'll start moving.
The three of us, me, Wayne, and Rose, will take Caleb down. Silence fell in the room. Each step didn't take long to describe, but they had no idea how dangerous each would be. It might be over before they knew it. However, they might run into terrifying resistance. The most unpredictable situation was Leo's group attacking the hotel. In all the hotels that Caleb hides out in, they've taken control of an entire floor of suite rooms. That's extremely fortunate for us, since we don't want to drag any innocent people into this. But regardless of whether Caleb is staying on that floor at the moment, Miguel's men are always stationed there and on their guard.
They're elite guards, specially selected by Miguel-san himself. Unfortunately, if we tried to lie in wait inside the hotel beforehand, they would almost certainly find us. We'll have to observe the hotel from the outside, rush inside it, and search for Caleb-san.
We already have a man inserted among the hotel staff. Furthermore, we have arranged for a normal room to be reserved and loaded with weapons and ammunition. They didn't know what would happen. Having some weapons ready to be used couldn't hurt. So, they had filled up one of the hotel rooms with weapons beforehand. Thanks. Now we can fire off as much as we want.
But take care not to injure any innocent people.
I know. Here he goes again. Just one look at their eyes is all I need to see if they're a sheep or a wolf. It'll be okay. Once Wayne and I start making a show, all the good kids will run away to go hug their pillows. He has been playing with Maria's books, you're right. I'll ask that you finish things quickly and quietly, like ninjas. Otherwise, this time Caleb will be the one barricaded in. Even if his reinforcements have been cut off, it is conceivable that Caleb has many weapons hidden on that suite floor. Yeah, probably. That's what I would do. But he's still a rat in the trap. He won't escape.
Once he's cut off from support, I think even Caleb-san will listen to what we have to say.
You think so? That man?
Yes. He's another person who bears the lives of a great many people. When he realizes he's been completely defeated, I think he'll surrender.
I don't. I really don't. I don't think he'll surrender. He might listen as like well, I'm dead anyway, so I may as well. But I think that's gonna be it. Most of the people here thought Rose should go to Primavera, not the hotel. However, Rose herself had fiercely opposed this. She said she wanted to persuade Caleb. Men don't always calculate things based on profit and loss. It's possible he'll stubbornly refuse to accept defeat and try to take you down with him. I agree with Wayne. I understand too. He's another person who's failed to die. To him, the war still isn't over. It's a bit hard for me to believe that you can shatter a man's delusions with just a few words. Rather than persuading him, we should think about ending his war.
Killing Caleb-san isn't our highest priority. Our goal is only to attack him as a step of dissolving the Caleb family. If he understands the situation and surrenders, there'll be no need to kill him.
I understand how you feel, but he would continue to exist as a source of discord in City 23. Keeping the worst-case scenario in mind, we had better use this chance to settle things with him once and for all.
No. Killing him is not our highest priority.
We ought to kill him. He has his own ideals, and an iron will determined to see them through. I find it hard to believe that you'll succeed in persuading him to abandon his ideals.
No, we won't kill him. Not as long as he surrenders. That's my decision as the madam. I won't let anyone dispute that point, not even you.
If you say so. I can only pray that your softness doesn't lead to trouble somewhere down the line. Normally, Richard wasn't the sort of person who would suggest taking a human's life. However, this was a war, and a vital event that would decide the future of City 23. No, the future of their countrymen. For Richard, who always assumed the worst case scenario, Rose's decision probably did sound naive. Leo, I'll leave it to your judgment on the scene. Hey, Richard, don't like... He's like, all right, I'll leave it up to you, Rose. But Leo, keep an eye on her, you know. And he does, yeah. I guess he's really determined to put a stop to Caleb, which is fair. But also, he's not going to be there in the room with them, you know? And it's not like Rose isn't saying, like, oh, we'll keep him alive. She's specifically saying, if he surrenders. Like, if he surrenders, then there's no need to do anything. Like, you don't need to harm him, right? Because he surrenders. It'd be kind of wild to shoot him anyway, right? Yeesh. Yeah. I mean, I get the worry about him potentially making, like, a comeback. At the same time, given what he's done to everyone in the town, like, who does Caleb have left at this point? Like, once you get the family out of the picture, who's ever gonna support this guy? Nobody. He's harmless at that point. I understand. However, the truth is, I'd rather not kill him too if it were possible. He's always been the one treating me to meals. Just once, I'd like to return the favor. Oh, Leo. Thanks for making me remember that I used to really like Caleb as a character. I definitely needed that emotion in my life. Yup, sure did. I'm not gonna repeat that. Normally I try to, like, repeat what I'm reading, or at least part of it, so that you know what I'm responding to. I'm not gonna do it this time. But hey, good point. Are we decided? It's a war between Primavera and Caleb. It's not our place to object. That completes the overview of our plan. The day we carry it out is undecided. We'll do it when Caleb shows up at the Belton Plaza Hotel. Until that day, we'll be waiting in our respective hideouts. Leo's group was hiding out in a place where they could observe the hotel. Cyrus's group was lying low in a cheap hotel across the street from Club Primavera. X day might come tonight. Or it could come a month from now. But, eventually, it will come. Silence fell once again. Someone gulped, and it sounded loud enough that everyone in the room heard it. Then, Rose smiled in a way that calmed everyone down.
Oh, and by the way, while you're hiding out, we've got some excellent service for you. We're planning to distribute special dinners until the big day comes. Leo's group's food will be provided by Meiji-san, and Cyrus's by the captain.
Leo-san, Wayne-san, you had better look forward to some exquisite Chinese cooking. Are you kidding me? I don't really like Chinese food. That is because you have never eaten it. Such a shame. Before the decisive day comes, I shall give you a thorough instruction in China's 4,000 years of delicious food. You throw in some delicious Chinese women, I've got no complaints. I hate that you made me say that, Leo. I hate that you made me say that. He wants it. Why is he like this? What? Auto mod, what the fuck? I think Automod got smarter because it caught the innuendo. Or it doesn't know the term finger food, which is very funny. Because that means it's blocking like anything related to fingers. Very funny. I had to manually like permit that. That's. Ugh. I mean, if you want to test it, go wild. I think it probably wouldn't have caught it if you didn't have the space in between. That's probably the. Then it takes it as a verb. I don't know. That's my assumption. I won't pretend to understand Automod's ways. Oh, that went through. I don't know. Maybe because I permitted the term now. I don't. Remember, it blocked a smiley face once. So, who knows? It's basically magic at this point. Not the fun kind. On my end, we've got to log our expenses. Whoops. I'm in the wrong window now, thanks to Automod. Smiley face equals violence, yeah. I'll be paying for Cyrus's group out of my own pocket. Hold on there, Captain. You'd better not be stingy on a meal before a fight, huh? Please, let me slide with stew and sandwiches. I'll be using my mom's special recipe. What? I was just about to say.
We're having the captain's homemade food? Talk about a difference in treatment.
Don't say that, it's really good. I'll bring beer too, okay?
Well, that's different then. Get us a keg and we'll forgive you.
That's not funny. Why should an unmarried girl be stuck eating food made by a guy who isn't even her boyfriend?
Stella, what? What? Stella-chan, that really does hurt. Leo, come on and swap groups with me. I'm feeling like some Chinese food right about now. You lucky bastard. Don't worry. I wouldn't dare get between you and your homemade sandwiches. That would be adorable if they all, like, had a cute little meal together. Hold on, I'm genuinely confused about Stella complaining. Why should an unmarried girl be stuck eating food made by a guy who isn't even her boyfriend? So free food is a bad thing? Whoops. I don't... But it's inherently bad to be made food by a guy you're not dating, is what she's saying? Yeah, and then she can't go to restaurants, right? Like, what? I don't understand. Or is that some roundabout way of flirting? Because I don't think it landed. I don't think he picked up on that. Yeah, I don't. It's... Where's the logic? Anyway. I accidentally skipped a line. How could anyone be so hungry right before a bloodbath? You've got my respect, old guys. Damn, Wayne. Better not take food grudges lightly, my friend. Friends, if I die like this, I'll come back and curse you all. You say something, Richard. You'd rather have a Manchu Han Imperial feast too, wouldn't you? As long as good tea is being served, nothing else matters to me. So, I'm on tea serving duty again until the big day. The atmosphere eventually lightened up, and for a short while, the tension of the impending showdown was swept aside. This small surprise was something Rose had decided on and prepared for. To Leo, it seemed very much like Rose to show this sort of consideration before the final confrontation. You probably understand, but...
Yes, I know.
This isn't a final showdown.
That's right. It isn't a fight to end anything. It's a fight to start up a new City 23. Because our true fight starts after we defeat Caleb-san.
That's right. We can't let ourselves get killed in the opening scene.
Exactly.
There's only one thing I can say for sure.
What's that?
I really can't wait for some Peking duck. Well, that was a cute end to that scene. What did Amanda sound like? It was like Beatrice without the crazy. Yes, darling. Are your lodgings tonight comfortable? Okay, Automod had a point there. Just saying. I'll allow it, but... Automod had a point. You said slightly, I don't think that makes it better, but... I know what you mean, though. It's like, kind of sultry, right? But Beatrice really hammed it up. Yeah. I mean, I generally have a policy here. Like, you can say whatever you want anyway, unless it's like... outside of the rules, and... yeah, no, that's fine. Because we do have rules here. I forgot what I put in the rules, but I mean... it's all common sense stuff, you know. Yeah. I'm not stalling because I don't remember how I did Caleb's voice. Definitely not. It's just like you said. And I'm in the wrong window again because of Automod. Carrying a familiar pillow around with you really isn't really so bad. Well, hey, if you ever want to change it up, you could definitely follow Amanda's example with the purple hair.
You really are faithful to a fault, aren't you? You really did it.
I told you, didn't I? I don't listen to men. but I always listen to what women say. What? Since fucking when, Caleb? What? Yeah, this dude's like having like heart-to-hearts with Miguel and like, Hey, hey Pingu, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the subscription. Damn. It's been a while. And yeah, Kat, I think that's that's spend all of it at once. I will do my best if Twitch does send me the money. Because this is not a money-making operation. Oh, I will save, thank you. The save sound cuts in so hard with this game. It actually catches me off guard every time. Wait, I don't know what this man is like doing here with this sentence. Like, first off, like he's ignored all the women. He does not listen to Rose. He barely listens to Amanda. And it's like, oh yeah, I'm such a gentleman. Like, well, no, you're not, man. What a liar. I always faithfully followed what my mom and my wife told me. Okay, so he's like, he listens to like 3 women. This is confusing. Just straight up lying to butter up his purple-haired beard, you're right. Purple-haired beard, oh my god. That's what she is. And you're putting me in that group? Thank you. I hear you've started spending your nights at Primavera. Yes. I've been feeling worn out too. That's careless of you. What comes will come. And anyway, if something happened to me, you'd come to my rescue, wouldn't you? Of course. I'd leap into hell to come save you. Everybody's banking on this, Amanda included, right? Let's try buy it. Whether it's flattery or not, it pleases me to hear you say that. You know I'm not considerate enough for flattery. That's true enough. Hey, Caleb. What? You said you'd leap into hell to come save me. Yeah, I said it. Does that mean you'd be willing to die with me? You might as well take it that way. You're the last woman I'll ever have. My wife came first, but there will be no one after you. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything. Okay. So when it's time to die, I'll stick with you till the end. Thank you. Of all your sweet words, those are the best. Someday, I'd like to stand alongside you again as we chat about these silly things. You can. We'll have all the time in the world in the pit of hell. Sounds great. We can get some demons to fill our glasses. Hey, Caleb. You must have started to see it by now, haven't you? Huh? What are you talking about? You really mean that? Yeah. Not knowing when to give up is my only good point. You must be worn out by now. Not at all. We're already old.
We can't pick fights with people yelling, screaming, and running around anymore. Much less changing beds every night. Neither of us can keep it up. In your life up until now, I imagine you've challenged everything, experiencing all kinds of things. But did you know there's one thing you've never done?
Oh? I can't imagine what.
You've never thrown everything aside and run away. To throw all those troublesome responsibilities and ideals away and run.
True enough. That does sound like it'd be pretty fun if it were possible.
You've never done it, have you? It feels great, you know?
So, us leaving the city with nothing more than a suitcase.
Wonderful, isn't it? Try to imagine.
Is it me, or does this give off intense George and Shannon vibes? You know, from Yume Neko. Because honestly, that's what this sounds like to me. Where's the ring, Caleb? I don't think she's gonna get one. But it's like, there's like this one scene where they're... I think it's in 3? And they're talking about like this future life they'll have, basically, while dying. Is that a spoiler? I guess it's a spoiler. Shit. Well, it's not really a it's not really a spoiler, is it? It's a murder mystery. I'm sure it's fine. But yeah, I'm back in the this is kind of cute camp now. Sorry. And I don't know, maybe I was wrong and they're like a throuple instead, except Miguel and Amanda can't stand each other, you know? Caleb has 2 hands. Obediently, Caleb imagined it. It was a beautiful scene, like something in a black and white film from the good old days. Is that like for us in the good old days, or for him in the good old days? Because this is in the 40. That card caught me really off guard. The partition bed. Oh god. Yeah, I don't know how that would work practically. Maybe they could just like operate on a schedule, you know? How wonderful it'd be if the actor in that scene were himself. Not bad. It'd be even better if the words "the end" appeared and everything faded to black. However, sorry, but I can't. I've voiced my ideals and a great many people have been sacrificed. There are already so many people who gave up their lives because they had the same dream as me. After all that, I can't even consider being the only one to live on.
If you're that resolved to do it, doesn't it get a little ridiculous?
True. Pretty pathetic, right?
Would you like to have a drink sometime soon? You can at least give me that much, can't you?
Oh hey Lulu, how are you doing? I see you lurking, welcome, welcome. If you just want to lurk, feel free to not answer my question. That's totally cool. Amanda's having a rough day. I do love her purple hair though. Yeah. Miguel will probably complain, but I've been feeling the same way. I mean, you didn't hear it from me, but I'm pretty sure she's gonna be single very soon. Also, her boyfriend's probably gay, so... you have a shot. I'm doing alright. And I'm glad you're doing okay. You're always drinking with him, aren't you? Drink with me every now and then. Where are you now? I'll be checking out of here soon. Let's meet at the next place. Where are you staying next? I'm sorry, Lulu, that cracked me up. We drank together there earlier. You know, the one with the great bar that had a fish tank. I remember. Wasn't that the Belton? The Belton Plaza Hotel. Damn. Oh, it's X Day, I see. Wait, what? Oh, thank you. That was like, bam. But yeah, October 20th, 1974, a Monday. Weather, cloudy. 20.6 Celsius high. I said centigrade? Which... I can't remember if that's correct or not. I'm dumb, don't question me. 14 degrees low. It was recorded as an overcast yet not unpleasant day. Is this Italy? It looks like Italy. In the background. More than 2 weeks had passed since Leo's and Cyrus's groups had split up and started waiting at their respective hideouts. Yeah, they are the same, right? Yeah, I thought so. The initial tension had faded, and most of the people there were spending the day casually, probably not expecting it to be any different from yesterday. I think the date was a typo and it's 47 instead and not 74. Two hideouts had been set up around the Belton Plaza Hotel to observe the front and back of that building. Leo's group of 3 people had hidden out in a building with a view of the hotel's front, while Meiju's underlings had done the same behind the hotel. "6:29 p.m. They received a call in fluent Japanese from a Chinese man observing the back of the hotel. Imagine if it actually took that long, though. That would be kind of funny.
Leo-kun, he says Caleb-san's here.
So, he's finally appeared.
Should we contact Cyrus?
Hold up a bit. Rose, contact our man on the contact our man inside the hotel. Let's double check. Have him confirm that it's definitely Caleb.
Yeah, I'm having him do that now. We're waiting to hear back from him.
Yep, this is from the same writer as Umineko. It's a different artist. I don't actually know who the artist is. I'll look that up at some point. It's the same writer as Umineko, and we're in season 2, Pain and Suffering but Hot People. You are correct. I've already been betrayed by one character who was very cool and pleasant, and turned out to be the villain, so that was heartbreaking. Oh, between the last series and this one, I gave him a full overhaul. And I have, you know, I can move way better now. And I redid the art fully so that everything looks way more crisp, so thank you for noticing. Really appreciate that. That's true, you're right. For a while, they glared at the unringing phone, quivering in anticipation. Was it a false report, or the truth? Finally, the phone rang. Rose snatched it up.
Okay. He says he just came in. No doubt about it.
Leo. Tell Cyrus and the captain that our guest has checked in.
Sure.
I'm nervous. 6:31 p.m. Cyrus's group was contacted about Caleb's arrival. Caleb showed up at the hotel. You're up, Meryl. No, please, no more Meryl. I love her, but the voice, ow.
I'm calling them now. Hold on a sec.
There are 7 bodyguards in the store today. Good thing that's one less than usual.
Hello? It's finally time. We're starting the operation. What's Amanda doing? Is she in her room?
She's holed up in her room. This should be easy.
It is October. It is a little unusual that they're wearing these outfits, you're right. Please. Just this one day. Don't have a bunch of bodyguards protecting her.
They say she's alone in her room. But there are 2 bodyguards by the door.
That's within our calculations. We're counting on all of you.
Maybe. We haven't... Oh, the temperature was 20 degrees at the highest, and 14 at the lowest, so I would say that's warm-ish for that late in October. Well, for European standards. I don't know about Japan, actually. But that's definitely not weather where you would need maybe like a jacket or something, you know, going out. You're jealous, I can imagine. Ladies and gentlemen, the time to fight has come. The fight for our children's future. Yeah. Well, let's start cooking. It's time to make a legend. He is in fact a himbo, yes. He also makes really good tea.
Are you ready, everyone? Yeah. Stella's group is already on its way here. We've got to grab Amanda right before they arrive. Iris and I will grab her. Everyone, do as we planned. You got that? If you get scared and screw up, that'll just make this even more dangerous. If you don't want to die, you better be bold and follow through till it's over. Got it?
6:34 p.m. Man, they're fast. The female employees of Club Primavera begin to carry out the plan.
What do you want?
Oof. Maybe we can like try to wave over some cooler temperatures your way. I don't think it'll work, but
Hey there, girls. Still smelling lovely, I see.
If we didn't, all the customers would run away, wouldn't they?
You think so? Can't say I mind a smelly woman myself, though.
Wow, I really picked the right voice for that one.
Got some business with the madam?
Yeah, just a little personal matter.
Hold on a sec. I'll let her know. Madam, there are 2 women here saying they want to speak with you. Certainly. She says you can go in.
We'll have to do a body check first, though. Get it over with, then. Pervert.
Now this is what I'm best at.
Typical. What might this be about? And 2 of you at once.
Amanda-san, actually...
It was as though they were trying to broach a difficult subject. The 2 women's eyes started to dart about suspiciously. It looked like they merely had something important to discuss, but Amanda's instincts told her that the day had finally come. Yeah. The drill hair must be a nightmare. Unless you mean, like, in a different way. In which case, yeah, probably. And the flowers, yep. The hair for sure, yeah. And all the ruffles on the fan. Ooh. The women's hands darted into the curtains and behind a dresser and came out holding concealed guns. At the same time, at the same speed, Amanda pulled out a personal defense pistol. Okay. Just in case they're gonna make me control, like, unnamed lady 1. She's a big frill masquerading as a woman, yeah. Gun barrels were pointed at each other. Time froze. With faces so tense that it looked like they might crack, the women pointed quivering gun barrels at Amanda. Oh no, now she's got a gun too. Easier to draw than the fan working. What do you think you're doing?
Throw away your gun.
And if I refuse?
Quiet. No talking. The moment you try to call for help, we'll shoot.
Maybe you should talk a little more softly. The guards outside will hear you.
Please, throw your gun away, Amanda-san. Iris, take her gun.
Very well, then. But I'll want it back later. I'm rather fond of that one. One of the women grabbed Amanda's gun. They were making the biggest gamble of their lives. Not only that, but their opponent was the most feared lady of the evening in City 23. There were beads of sweat on their faces, and their fingers, elbows, and knees appeared to be quivering. They were so tense, in fact, that Amanda began to grow amused. It looks like you really have screwed up your courage. Very nicely done, you two.
Shut up. Please, stop talking.
Her voice reached the ears of the bodyguards in the hallway. They couldn't hear clearly, but they could tell that someone was yelling in a less than friendly situation. Just to be safe, One of the bodyguards put his hand on the doorknob to check inside.
Don't move.
Two women, who had slipped out of the shadows like cats, pressed their handguns against the backs of the two bodyguards' heads. The same thing was happening all around the club at that very instant. The bodyguards, who were drunk and talking happily just like usual, were struck dumb. After all, the women who had been smiling brightly and drinking with them had all pulled out guns at once and pressed the cold barrels against their foreheads.
What do you think you're doing, ladies?
Don't talk. I'll really shoot.
Put your hands up.
We're serious here, okay?
Hey, enough of that. Your hands are shaking. Guns aren't toys, you know. You better stop before you hurt yourselves.
The bodyguards, who knew there was nothing as dangerous as an amateur with a gun, let themselves be held up. However, several former punks started to fly into a rage.
Okay, pull that trigger if you think you can. What's wrong with you? I'll shoot. I really will. Who do you think you are, bitch?
I was hoping for this, and I was not disappointed. The instant one of the men hit a woman's arm, trying to steal a gun, Cyrus's group poured into the club.
All right, you bastards. Stop moving and get down on the floor.
I forgot Cyrus's voice entirely, so you'll have to make do with that.
It's Primavera. Bastards.
Oh, here we go. Was ready that time. Stella looks so chill in that screenshot. The background image. Just casually gunning people down, it's fine.
Don't make me say it again. If you don't want to be turned into a honeycomb, get down on the floor. Come on, let's get going. On the floor, on the floor.
She does look a little intense during her shooting scenes, yes. Overpowered by this momentum, the bodyguards all surrendered and got down on the floor. Is everyone alright? No one is hurt.
We're fine, Richardson. You all did splendidly. Nice going. And thanks for hanging in there until today.
Today's the day Primavera comes back to life. What about Amanda?
She shut up in her room. Quickly!
At that moment, 2 or 3 gunshots rang out, and a woman screamed.
What happened? Did someone get shot? Sorry, Stella. One of the bodyguards got away.
You didn't get shot? He only hit you? He only hit you? Good job hanging in there.
It is necessary that Caleb be informed about the club's capture. That man's escape creates no problems.
Okay, boys. Time to go to the special room for the after party. One at a time. Stand up slowly. Hands on your heads.
Even though the guns were the same, the pressure generated by the person holding it was completely different. Demon Sergeant Cyrus's presence completely overwhelmed the bodyguards, and they meekly followed his orders. Greetings, Amanda. It has been some time. Could you please switch these two guards with someone else? They're so tense. It looks like they might faint at any moment. The two women who were pointing guns at Amanda in this once-in-a-lifetime battle were sweating as if they'd had buckets poured over them. Well done, you two. This is all thanks to your efforts.
Richardson. Iris, hang in there.
As though Richard's words had cut the cords of tension, one of the women fainted and slumped to the ground. Amanda, forgive me, but we're going to restrain you too. Though I would rather let you slide with house arrest. Please forgive me.
After all, you're the one who always prepares for the worst case scenario.
Stella, if you would.
I've got some lovely bracelets just your size. I bet you've never worn these.
Please.
You think I wouldn't have worn handcuffs once in a... You think I wouldn't have worn handcuffs once or twice in this trade?
Well. Yeah, that must have been a lot, huh? 6:50 p.m. Oh my god. Cyrus's group took control of Club Primavera. Their target, Madame Amanda, was restrained. Except for one who escaped. All of the bodyguards were restrained and thrown into the shed. They have a shed? Convenient. A few guns had been fired, but practically speaking, the raid had achieved full marks. Everything happened inside the soundproof club, so none of the passers-by even realized that something was going on. The bodyguard who escaped would probably try to report to Caleb. However, it would surely take him some time to contact his boss, when even Caleb's best underlings didn't know where he was staying. During that gap in time, Primavera would have to be fortified.
Okay, move just like we planned. We're making a barricade out of chairs and desks.
You'll trip in high heels. Change your shoes.
Block that spot with the sofa. Everyone together now. Don't worry about breaking it. We can put our remodel down as a business expense anyway. Hello? Is that Rose? We were successful here. No one was injured badly enough to worry about.
Thank goodness. And Amanda-san?
Guys, it's the hallway yellow. At like the worst time possible because the background audio cut out. So if I keep talking, you're gonna hear the background yeller as well. Why is it always Thursday evenings with this man? That's not true. He's here like practically every day of the week, yelling in the hallway. He knows my schedule. Oh my god. I would worry that it's because like he can hear me reading to you guys, but I know my voice doesn't have that kind of volume to it. Like, people who stand next to me can regularly not hear what I'm saying. There's no way that this is gonna like carry through walls. Oh my god, he just got louder. Thank God for noise gating. Next week, I'm just gonna move out. I don't know if insulation can't really fix this because it's already insulated, is the thing. I would need to buy a new door, and I rent, so I can't. Oh, you know what? That's a sound plan, honestly. That would definitely work. Alright, I think he's cleared out. Loud door slam. I hope you guys didn't hear that. For my own sanity, I should get some, like, soundproofing. Maybe, but... Stop stalking. It's not... If someone, like, walks up to my door and starts yelling, then it's not me, like, stalking them, is it? It's them stalking me, surely. I wish I could not hear this man yell. I'm innocent. It's a me problem. Ah, damn. Well, if you say it's a me problem, skill issue. Yeah. Maybe I should respec. I don't know what he's yelling about because I'm not a creep. I'm not a creep. You wish I was a creep because I could give you all the gossip. Not with that attitude, exactly. I mean, if you want literal tea, maybe. No gossip for me, though. Also, he stopped yelling, so even if I wanted to, I can't. You know what? I think even if I literally recorded it, you probably wouldn't be able to make it out because the echo is so bad. And that's part of why this is so annoying, because the hallway is super, like, big and empty. So if you talk a normal volume in there, it sounds like yelling. If you yell, it sounds insane. And then the echo makes it completely inaudible anyway. So, yeah. It's just gonna be warbled noise. You don't want that. I'm protecting you by not letting you hear any of this. I live in the Netherlands, so there are no mountains in this country. I'm not sure mountains are real. Because we don't have any. You know, so how would I know if they're real? I bet they're a lie. Maybe, Lulu, but then, like, angrily. And that is why it's really windy here, you're right. Anyway, I think we were reading a story? I got very distracted, sorry about that. He's passionate. I mean, if he did give me 1 million, I would use that money to buy a house so I don't have to hear him yell anymore. It's a nice country, but no mountains. And windy. I mean, there's worse things, you know. Yeah, I can buy a house. Well, there's some really nice apartments that are, like, over 500,000 that are selling, like, near my work. That I could therefore never afford because it's over 500,000. But I'm shocked that you guys find that cheap. Then at the same time, like, I've barely looked into the housing market because I can't afford anything. I'd probably be shocked if I checked the actual prices here too. Hehe. I mean, mountains might not even be real, you know? You're not gonna miss a mountain. They're probably an illusion, it's fine. Oh, that's not too bad, is it? Well, I guess it depends on the rest of your economy, doesn't it? Yeah. It very much depends on everything else, like income, cost of living in general. Anyway, welcome to my podcast, which this is not. Oh boy, okay. Yeah. Okay, 5 million is insane for an apartment. Yeah. Affordable for the UK? I I would consider that expensive, I'll be honest. But, you know. Jesus Christ. Okay. Anyway, isn't it great being an adult and having to worry about these things? You really should. Eat the rich, you're right. You're right, you're right. Worrying is your passion. Oh no. Maybe it's time for new hobbies. Sleeping is a good substitute for worrying. Okay. The lack of music is starting to throw me off, so, Okay. Amanda voice, Amanda voice. Sip of water, Amanda voice. Okay, that's good. It's good that you're chill. I would still recommend sleeping over worry. Yeah, don't worry is very, like, yeah, duh, you know. Anyway. Yes, Rose.
Amanda-san, I apologize for putting you in such a constrictive situation.
Oh, don't worry about it. This is a madam's job, isn't it?
Yes. Amanda-san, thanks so much for what you've done.
I told you on the first day you became the madam, but I'll say it again. Being the madam isn't about cheap talk. It's a tough job, and you've got to take the initiative before everyone else and bear the brunt alone. You can't be afraid of being hurt. You have to take pride in being hurt in someone else's place.
Yes. By now, I understand that well.
So now, have I finally made up for forcing the job of madam on you?
Yes. Amanda-san, I truly want to thank you for everything.
The attack on Caleb would begin once enough enemy reinforcements had been drawn to Primavera. Rose's group would have to hold in their impatience, for just a little bit longer. The time for Rose and Caleb's showdown was quickly approaching. 6:51 p.m. The bodyguard who had escaped from Primavera used a phone in a nearby car to report the attack to his superior, the capo, Fritz Furuta. What a name. This man, who was in charge of the surrounding turf, decided to take quick action before things got worse. Don't let him have Primavera. That club's a symbol for those guys. And no matter what, make sure you rescue Madame Amanda. Nothing else matters. I don't care if you all get turned into mincemeat. And they may have cover, but there's only a few of them. Take them all out at once. Boss, should we contact the father? I wanted to clean this up ourselves first, but if something happens to the madam, I'm headed straight for Tokyo Bay. Anyway, contact him. This isn't something we can handle. 7:11 p.m. Fritz and those under his command rushed Primavera. They attempted to split into two groups and strike from the front and rear of the club at once. The pronunciation is difficult. Hey, our customers are here.
Okay, here we go. Time to welcome our first customers to the new and improved Primavera. Welcome to Primavera.
Get down! Damn them! Firing all of a sudden like that? They've set up a barricade. They're getting ready to fight to the last man, aren't they? Those who tried to sneak in through the back door received a similar welcome.
Dear valued customers, this is the back door. Please go around and enter through the front.
Why are they screaming?
They're here again. Ah!
It's no use! Look for another way in. What are you doing? There's only a few of them, right? What are you all standing around for? Boss, it's no use. They're planning to hold this place until the end. Both the front and back entrances are barricaded. They've even got those women using guns. Oh no, not the women using guns. Looks like they've got plenty of weaponry packed in there too. It's a fortress. Primavera's trying to take back their lost ground. Or should you call this taking the fight to their home turf? This is bad, boss. We can't do anything here alone.
Damn it.
Anyway, don't break the siege on the club. Make sure this becomes their grave. Don't let them get away. Fritz called off the attack. He tried to contact Caleb again, but they still didn't know how to reach him. He also got in touch with all the neighboring bosses he could contact directly. His forces grew even more. 7:16 p.m. The phone in the Primavera office rang. The phone seems to be ringing. Richard slowly rose to his feet. There was a chance that Caleb was at the other end of the line. Richard readied himself once more and picked up the receiver. Hello. This is Club. I can't go that low. Lily, you're so correct. You're so right. So true. Hello. This is Club Primavera.
I'm Fritz Furuta, the capo from the family. Is Madam Amanda safe?
I'll let you hear her speak.
Hello, Fritz. Forgive me. And I even promised to let you put your head in my lap today.
We're temporarily closed for business today. Another time, perhaps. Don't lay a finger on the madam. Just you try and kill her and I'll blow everyone in that club to bits. So, what are your demands? Let Father Caleb retire. Oh, Lulu, wait until you see Caleb. You bastard. Are you really planning to start a war with us? Are you suggesting that we haven't been at war before now? Madame Rose will rule City 23. Caleb cannot build a future for his countrymen. Father Caleb's retirement, and the dissolution of the Caleb family. Please understand that we have no intention of conceding either point.
You'll regret this. I'll cut your little sister to pieces right in front of your eyes.
I always thought of the Mafia as a fairly intelligent group. trained to perfection by countless struggles. Such a disappointment to find I was wrong. What did you say? It seems that to you, a war is little more than a turf struggle between bullies. If it's for the future of our children, we are willing to burn ourselves up, give up all we have, and fight to the end in order to pave the way forward. If the alternative is surrendering to fear for our own lives or enforcing eternal suffering onto our descendants, then we would throw our lives away right now for the sake of our children. Bastard. We will show no mercy. We will defeat any foe who stands in our way, without mercy. Damn. My determination to step into a war is nothing like yours. This is the war I believe in. Hangs up the phone like a badass. That's the coolest thing we've seen him do the whole series so far, I think. 7:19 p.m. News of the situation finally reached Miguel. He did not read the script. Yeah. Miguel reported to Caleb. When he heard that Amanda had been taken hostage, Caleb flew into a rage like a lion. There he is. There's our boy king. I can never get over the gloves. Let me just point those out as well. He's angry now, right? But when he smiles, peak character design. And also he has like a casual outfit that's much nicer than what he's wearing right now. So you're not seeing him at his best, but you know, you get what I'm saying. Bring it on, Rose. So, you finally struck. This is not his best, yes. Gather the troops and contact James. Tell all the bosses in the area to head there too. I misread this as... Oh no. I misread that as Amanda is my mom. And I was so close to just saying that instead, but no. Amanda is my woman. You got guts, Rose, to go after her. He is with Amanda, yes. But it is my pet theory that he is with her for the look of it. Because he's actually gay. Because he said some things. Oh, and you haven't seen Miguel yet. Miguel, call Primavera. Let me talk to Rose. Here's Miguel. Who does always look like kind of a slightly unhinged mess. But, I mean, he works it, you know.
Calm down. We'll definitely rescue Madame Amanda, so leave it to us. If you call them, they'll only say something unpleasant to provoke you. Leave this to me and go cool your head for a bit.
They're married. Nobody has said that, but I mean, they're not actually married. But these two definitely have some kind of thing going on. Like I could, fool!
Miguel-san, pardon the intrusion. You can't get in touch with James. Why is Glasses never around when you need him?
James was already on Primavera's side. There was no way he would answer to their call. Because of his long experience with office work, he had been left in charge of the Caleb family's communication network. Because of that, his alienation resulted in a fatal delay in the Caleb family's first actions.
No matter what Primavera's planning, the more time we give them, the worse things will get. I don't care how many people we lose. Gather the troops and have them all strike Primavera at once. We'll recapture the club within an hour. Tell them that if we can't, I'll cut all the boss's ears.
Miguel was fully aware of Caleb's strong points and weak points. Because he was such a courageous general, his temper was too short. He was too willing to pick a fight. As long as Caleb kept his cool, he was able to hold this urge in check, but in times like this, Miguel had to stay cool and support him. This was probably a strategy to lure Caleb out of hiding. They were probably sure that taking Amanda hostage would lure Caleb out, that short temper of his. In other words, they had a reason to be sure of their success if Caleb was lured out. In that case, he must not let Caleb go to Primavera. Even Rose must know that the family wasn't perfectly unified at the moment. That earlier failed assassination attempt was proof. The enemy knew that defeating Caleb alone could easily make the family crumble. However, on the other hand, Miguel's instincts were setting off alarm bells in his head. Was this plan really so simplistic as to involve nothing but provoking Caleb and drawing him out? With a little more time, he might be able to figure it out. At any rate, the only countermeasure they could take now was very simple. Stop Caleb from going to Primavera. However, the constant strain had weakened Caleb far more than it appeared. He probably wouldn't be able to stay calm for long. Miguel had no way of stopping Caleb when he got this reckless. Unless they received news of Amanda's rescue within 1 hour, Caleb would probably decide to take a trip to the front lines. 7:30 p.m. Group by group, the elite soldiers of the Caleb family gathered around Club Primavera. The group that had already attacked the club was explaining the situation.
Fritz! Damn it, you coward! Giving them this much time? This is why everyone says you Navy boys aren't worth a shit.
Wait! I know that face. I know that face.
We'll go wipe your asses for you.
But this is... That's Okonogi. That 100% is Okonogi, though. The enormous forehead, the nose, the hair. Wow, they didn't even give him a name in this one. That's kind of sad. It's the guy who works for the Forest Company, and it's the guy who takes over from Eva in Mineko, and manages like the company, the family fortune, you know, and eventually strikes a deal with Anja. Which are all spoilers, yes. However, none of that's gonna make sense if you're not familiar with Mineko, so it's fine.
Then why don't you try charging in? Army bastards ain't changed at all since the Battle of Port Arthur. There's only 2 ways in, front and back. Both are fully equipped with barricades and machine guns and rifles. All other ways in are cut off. Good. That's enough. Leave the rest to the army. Men, it's time to show them what a foot soldier's fighting spirit is all about. Have them draw up the layout of the club, the number of people and weapons, Madame Amanda's location.
the best men from the front lines began taking heavy equipment, ammunition, grenades, and explosives out from the cars. Without a doubt, this was war. We've got permission from Miguel to use all weapons, and he says he'll cut our ears off if we don't finish it under an hour. You're kidding me. Okay, we'll help out, so tell us the plan. We'll sync our clocks, and the army will launch a feint attack on the front and back simultaneously. The Navy will provide cover for the military engineers. We'll blow up the barrier on the employee side entrance, push our way in through there. Blow up? Inside the club is one thing, but can we really use bombs outside? If it's just one, they'll think it's a traffic accident or something. Excuse me? Tokyo's famous for its truck accidents, isn't it? Bud, no, that's not... No, dude, no. That's not how that works. No one's gonna fall for that. The employee side entrance had been completely sealed, so they had already given up trying to break in through there. Thanks to Rose. Thanks to Rose not wanting a gunfight to break out outside the club, they could use this strategy to gather the enemy's attention at the two main entrances and take the fight inside. Of course, Cyrus had anticipated that the enemy might break through at an unexpected location. However, he was expecting that the police would round them all up before then.
They've got reinforcements. A whole lot of them.
Everybody's dropping by to play. Look at all our precious elites from the front lines.
As he sneaked a few glances outside, Cyrus grinned. Their prompt movements told him that they were elites back from the war. Don't you think we've drawn enough of the enemy's full forces?
It's time. We should get the captain to send the police. How much more time do we have to buy? 5 minutes? 10 minutes? Listen up, everyone. In just a bit longer, the police are gonna come and round them all up. Then, we can have a refurbishment party with Captain Butler and the others.
Well, hello there. Looks like they're bringing out the big guns. Major Monobe's here. Major Monobe is here. He's their commander. We're in trouble. Richard, contact the captain on the double. Time is of the essence.
Understood. Hey, I've been waiting for you, Richard. The police are all ready to go. We seem to be surrounded by elite troops back from the front lines. They will probably attack very soon. Got it. Nice going, Japanese army. The US Army will handle the rest. Lieutenant, begin cutting off the main road. Give the police the go sign. I just gave the order. Both groups will reach their destination within 10 minutes.
Yes. Yeah. Sounds like it's proceeding well. That's great.
Just now, the captain gave orders for the police to move in, and for the roadway to be blocked. We should be finished here in 10 minutes.
After that, Caleb will be right on the chopping board.
I can't do Wayne's voice anymore. Wayne, Rose, check your guns one last time. It's almost our turn to move.
Rosa, I'll lead the way, so make sure you stay behind me. Got that?
Yeah, I understand. We're a team, after all.
Caleb, tonight, it's all on me. Let's enjoy ourselves. A woman looking looking out a window suddenly started yelling. Apparently, the enemy had finally started to move.
They're moving. They're splitting into 2 groups. I'll bet they're trying to attack the front and back at once.
Did you hear all that? This is the enemy's final strike.
If you stay calm and keep shooting, they won't be able to break in here.
Don't panic, and empty your magazines at once. Make sure you support your mates by shooting while they reload. The police have already been mobilized. Show me your courage just one more time for a few minutes. Got it?
There's quite a lot of them out there, isn't there? Indeed. It seems Caleb hasn't hesitated to throw in his let's pretend that sentence never happened and start over. It seems Caleb hasn't hesitated to throw in his very best men. It must be a sign of how important you are to him. Not quite. I'm sure he's thoroughly lost his cool by now. Miguel is probably managing to calm him somehow. But soon he'll probably lose patience and come here himself. It doesn't matter. Our plan is to draw the enemy forces here to make use of their absence. I see.
Rose is there now, isn't she?
Richard. Have the girls quietly back away from the barricade and take refuge on the stage in the main hall. Their leader is probably Major Maurice Monobe, one of the best from the front lines, and a man even Caleb would take his hat off to. He'll probably break through this barricade by force. I'm sure he'll use bombs or something similar. You won't be able to block it. If you move me to a chair in the main hall and show off your hostage, we should be able to buy enough time for the police to reach this place. Amanda.
Major, we're in place. The front group, the back group, and the engineer group are ready. Okay, you maggots, keep an eye on your watches. We start the attack at 1945 hours? Yeah, that would just be 1945 hours. We break in at 1947 hours. Don't let them use the madam as a bargaining chip to negotiate. They can't afford to kill her. War has no rules. Shoot to kill, take no prisoners. Kill, kill, kill. Repeat it. War has no rules. Shoot to kill, take no prisoners. Kill, kill, kill.
Caleb's elites scattered. Then, they surrounded Primavera, took their initial positions, and waited for the time of the attack. Just a little longer, until 7:45 p.m., the time of the attack. The phone in the madam's office rang. However, since Richard had left his seat, only Amanda and a woman guarding her were there. Of course, with her hands cuffed, Amanda couldn't pick up the receiver, and the guard didn't know whether she should answer it or not.
You pick up the receiver. Huh? Oh, right. Hello? Huh? Oh, Captain Butler. What should we do?
Pass me the receiver, quickly. Cowed by Amanda, the woman held the phone against the other's ear. Hello, Captain. Such a noisy night it's been. Where's Richard? What about Cyrus? Tell them it's an emergency. The cavalry is going to be showing up late. What did you say? The local station chief mixed up the incidents. A short while ago, an armed robbery took place in his jurisdiction, and he mistook that for tonight's operation. Uh-oh. As the bank's alarm bells rang, a group of men dressed as classic burglars with handkerchiefs over their mouths, flew out of the building. They were all carrying sacks of money and seemed unable to hold in their laughter at their huge success. What? What? No. What? No. But... didn't he die? Am I crazy? Did he... I thought he fell out a window. Right? Didn't he get hit by a car? He smiled at Leo. He must be dead. he was definitely... Excuse me? Oh my god. Stronger than a stupid window? We don't want him to be stronger than a window. Didn't he get, like, shoved out a window from really high up, fell, and then got hit by a car, right? Yeah, no, this guy sucks. We don't like this one. Well, some people might. Oh. Tonight marks the start of a new day for me. Oh god, now I have to do the terrible, deliberately bad accent, which is really just my actual attempt at an accent. I did remember the accent, because it's just me pretending to be French. And, I'm well aware. I'm bad at it, but it works for this character, because he has a fake accent, which is noted to be not good. And he does have skills then, yeah, you're right. I gotta respect the grit.
What? We did it, boss. They're packed full of bills.
Knew I thought the police get here faster, those slugs. Mafias are just too troublesome, so I am moving on to better things. From this night forward, we are the Crazy Alfred armed robbery family.
What the fuck, Alfred? You're supposed to be dead. I guess cars don't drive very fast back in the 40s because, well, they were older and not as fast, so they wouldn't do as much damage. Well, that's why he's Crazy Alfred and not Father Alfred. Oh yeah, Lulu, just for some context, Caleb wants people to call him Father Caleb, which has led to a lot of daddy jokes, let me just put it that way. So, some context for you. To be fair, he calls himself Crazy Alfred. Like, he wants to be referred to as Crazy Alfred. So maybe if you ask him, how are you, Alfred? He'd be like, I am crazy, you know? I did not, when I picked that shitty accent for him, right, I did not think he'd be coming back after like episode 1. So, mistakes were made. Yeah, no, he definitely picked this one himself, I think. That night, a huge crime would supposedly occur within City 23, so the police force was supposed to be mobilized according to the MP's orders. The station chief had mistakenly assumed that this robbery of Alfred's was what this was all about. God damn it, Alfred, it's... In the first place, MPs and the police sometimes have jurisdictions that overlap, so they aren't on the best of terms. Partly because of that, they had failed to achieve a mutual understanding. It was a painful mess-up for Butler. Calm down, Captain. How long until the police reach Primavera?
I'm having them hurry back there right now. Damn it, why is it always me who... How many minutes, Captain? 15 minutes. Richard, Cyrus. Yeah. I understand, Captain. Please get them there as fast as you can. Are you kidding me? If they're 10 minutes late, that could be fatal for Primavera.
I understand your patience, but forget that feeling for now. We have our own job.
But...
They have Cyrus there. He can buy them 10 minutes, even against pros. Trust your allies. The phone rang again. This time, it was from their man in the hotel.
Caleb-san did. A car?
I mean, it is October in the game too, so you're not wrong, Lily. What is it, Rose?
He says Caleb-san had a car brought to the back of the hotel. It sounds like he's planning to leave.
Is the bastard going to the front lines himself?
Or he could be planning to change hideouts. Either way, if he leaves the hotel, all our arrangements for our little date will be ruined.
Since we want to minimize casualties, we can't confront them outside. We have to confront them now.
Oh boy. Enough of your whining. This is a war between me and Rose.
How can you fall into such an obvious trap? Are you trying to throw away your life?
I'll fight anyone who picks a fight with me. I've never run away. Who cares if it's a trap? If they think they can kill me, I'd like to see them try.
The guards have been chased out of the room. Oh yeah. I think well, no. He misses out on the Heart of Gold sort of part, you know? Sadly. If he had one of those, he'd be perfect. Hence the betrayal. A jock, yes. The only ones inside were Caleb, who was furiously trying to make a raid on Primavera, and Miguel, who was trying desperately to console him. Store-bought doesn't count. The Heart of Gold, you have to grow that. Store-bought does not count.
That's enough out of you, Miguel. Out of the way.
Caleb's thick arm easily grabbed Miguel by the collar and threw him against the wall. The angle must have been bad, since Miguel slammed his head and curled up into a ball, moaning. Apparently, even Caleb had realized that he'd gone too far, and his fury subsided for a moment. Miguel suddenly stood up and walked determinedly towards Caleb. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit you so hard. Hey Jester, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Before he even finished speaking, Miguel slapped him in the face.
Ow. Ow. What the? Hey, stop.
I mean, Caleb, you kind of deserve it, my guy. Oh, glad to hear you're doing good. Unable to bear it, Caleb shrank back and covered his face, but Miguel kept slapping him over and over. For a while, the sound of slapping rang out throughout the room. Eventually, The slapping stopped, and Caleb cautiously lowered his arms from his face. When he did, he saw Miguel hanging his head and shaking, tears pouring from his eyes. Miguel.
Stupid Caleb. Stupid, stupid. Liar, you big liar.
I won't argue with you about stupid, but how can you call me a liar?
No, you really are a big, stupid liar. Liar? You want to die, don't you? You want a place to die, don't you? That's why you're happily going out, hoping to die while looking cool, right? Don't think I don't know. But you know what? It's a club for ladies of the evening where you want to die. Are you satisfied with that? Is that really good enough for your death? Really? You promised, didn't you? Didn't you? And I was so happy. So happy. Stupid Caleb, I can't stand you anymore. Just go and die alone.
As Miguel turned and tried to leave, his body was held by two thick arms.
Go, stupid. Go by yourself. Go on. Go on.
Miguel, forgive me. That's right. I did promise you. And I got too fired up. I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
Are you really sorry? Do you admit you were wrong? If you really do, then sit down on the floor.
Okay. I understand. Why did it get sad? Caleb's massive body meekly sat itself down in the seiza position, in front of Miguel's relatively slender form. It was like a scene out of a fairy tale, like a young girl taming a massive demon.
Listen up, Caleb. Primavera is no place for you to die.
Yeah, that's right. That's no place for you and me to die.
We're going to teach the occupying forces a lesson. Then, we're going to toss out all the money and slit open our chests, right? What gives you the right to die before you've done that? You're free to abandon your war if you want to. However, my war can only ever be ended as part of your war. You're my only superior officer. I'll never forgive you if you give up the fight before ending my war.
That's right. It's just as you say. Forgive me.
Way too much has happened lately. Your heart's just a bit weakened now. You aren't calm at the moment. A way to die easily suddenly appeared, and it was almost enough to make you lose hope. Anyway, just do what I tell you to. Got it?
Yeah.
That's a yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I get it. Guess I'm no match for you. Got it?
This is all a trap that Rose and the others set up. We mustn't dance to their tune.
Maurice's group will surely save Amanda. So just hang in there for now.
True enough. With Maurice, there's no doubt about it, is there?
Also, don't you think it's unmanly for a warrior to die in a place filled with women? Primavera isn't our place to die. You won't be dying today either. Anyway, just leave things to me today.
Miguel walked out into the hallway, Caleb behind him. Several bodyguards greeted them with uneasy looks on their faces.
Did you get the car started?
Yes, boss.
What are you planning?
We'll leave this place and move to a different hideout. I've just had a bad feeling all day. No. Feeling about this place.
Miguel pushed Caleb into the elevator, and the guards all got in too. Even the guards who were normally stationed in this spot around the clock.
Let's give up on Tokyo for the time being. We'll cross the river and escape to Ichikawa.
You're telling me to go lick Satomi's shoes?
He wants City 23 too. Of the 3 nations we've got to choose from, better to lick a Japanese person's shoes.
It's enough to make you cry. So it's so bad now, I'm not even free to die.
No, you aren't. For now, stay quiet and do as I say.
As the elevator door opened, and they walked out into the lobby, Caleb suddenly tapped Miguel on the shoulder.
What is it?
Looks like they were Looks like they never were planning to invite me over to play. Get back. I have guests. His head must have been filled with thoughts about Caleb. To think that someone as sensitive as Miguel would fail to notice them walking straight towards them from across the lobby. Rose Haibara and Caleb Kireji. The time had come for the 2 people fighting for the throne of City 23's underworld to face off. And that is where I'm gonna end things for today. Mostly because if there's any more like yelling or a lot of voice switch, I can't. It's like I'm already feeling it. Yeah, you know me. That was the perfect line to end it, so I just took my chance. I mean, we are over time, like I did read more than I usually do. And thank you for the follow, Heedless PK. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing good. I hope you all enjoyed. Oh, well, in that case, goodbye. And, oh my god, my entire fucking thing is, there we go. We don't need that, because I'm going to quit streaming. Haha. I will still be doing Rose Guns Days for those of you who are here today watching and enjoyed it. I'm still gonna do these. The regular streams are gonna stop though. I am moving to YouTube. And I already have moved to YouTube. Okay. Did that kid? Okay, perfect. YouTube isn't so much where all the cool kids go. They're kind of all over the place now. I think TikTok is a lot of people go to TikTok, I think. That's probably where the cool kids are. I'm an adult. And very uncool. I don't know about streaming. Well, okay, so I'm not going to be streaming on YouTube. I will only be doing edited stuff. So like I'll record and then I'll edit in my own time. And then, you know, just throw that up on YouTube. Yeah, no, if I do streams, this is gonna be here on Twitch. I don't have plans for anything right now other than Rose Guns Days. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna finish that. All the other stuff is like, I mean, I've been on a break from that for like, what, 2 months at this point? And I don't miss it, I'll be honest. And I've been having a lot of fun editing, making shorts. There's gonna be a new short tonight posted to my YouTube. I just started a new series with my friends where we play Baldur's Gate. That's getting uploaded one new episode every week, roughly. And it's genuinely a lot of fun. Yeah, honestly, I might pick up something else after Rose Guns Days. So on that front, I'm just gonna be here still. Just a little bit of a schedule change and a content change, I guess. Ugh, content. Ugh. Ugh. What gross for saying that. It's not content, it's just me goofing off. Because I think it's fun. But yeah, I'm still working on like a sort of official announcement thing. Because I have one more thing to announce. And that's a fun thing. That's content too? Yeah, you're right. You're right. Everything is content, isn't it? But yeah, also, if you're still watching, I wouldn't have taken up the promotion offer even if I was still streaming, like, regularly. Because, like, I know it's a scam. It's a scam. Like, practically all of that's scams. And I don't know if I can grow an audience just from doing cool shit that other people think is cool, then maybe I shouldn't have an audience, you know? It's just a simple supply and demand thing. And I know that discoverability on Twitch sucks. But, like, I can handle my own Twitter account. And what? Well, okay. Twitter's dead. But, like, my YouTube does fine. I'm good. Yeah. Most of them, though, have like a different format. Like, this kind of seemed written by a person, but then nowadays, you can't trust that either, can you? But yeah. Oh well. I've been getting sidetracked so much today. But that's just how it goes sometimes. Let's see. Yeah, so new stuff on YouTube is gonna be Baldur's Gate 3 videos, which the latest one, very funny. The upcoming one next week, very fucking fun. It's so funny. My friends are so funny. I just sit back and like kind of just unleash them and watch it happen because it's so funny. And then I edit it, and then, you know, and then I can tell other people and show them how funny my friends are. And it gives me a really good excuse to hang out with them frequently, you know. So that's been great. I'm gonna be doing more, you know, indie game playthroughs, recording those for YouTube, editing them, or shorts. Yeah, looking forward to all that. And big reveal, big announcement soon. So keep an eye out on the YouTubes. Baldur's Gate. We've been referring to it a lot as bouldering gates. Like, are we going to boulder some gates today? And well, those gates need some bouldering, and I can't tonight. The gates will remain unbouldered. Stuff like that. And it's very funny. I don't know. I will be back with more Rose Guns Days where we finally get our big showdown versus Caleb. You're gonna boulder them with your over-shoulder boulder holder. Let's say yes. There's a tongue twister, holy shit. I should do more of those. Probably helps with my, you know, pronunciation. Anyway. Yeah, all those boulders that I keep in my backyard that I don't have. The backyard, that is. I can probably find some boulders if I really want. Maybe not. There's no mountains here, remember? They might even not be real. They're probably not real. I've never seen a mountain in my life. Okay. Yeah. I saved. I'm going to exit all the game. And pop on my music. Alright, yeah. Time for my end ramble. I will be back next week on Thursday with more Rose Guns Days. Usual time. And hopefully then I will not forget that it is Thursday. Although, I mean, I remembered in time. It was all fine. It was all good. In the meantime, the video will be posted to YouTube. And, let's see. Also check out my other YouTube videos, you know? Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a good time. I really did. I had a blast this episode. It's fun to do the reading. It was fun to chat with everyone. We got a lot of people in today, which was great. Thank you so much. And I hope to see you again next time. Until then, have a good day, week, month, year, lifetime, and then some. See you again next time. Bye-bye.